Tonight, you might be sitting on your couch with your dog or your cat, watching a video on your phone. Something funny happens and you burst into laughter. You pull back your lips, expose all of your teeth, and start making loud, rhythmic gasping noises. You won't think twice about it. To you, it's just joy. But if a wild animal was watching you through the window, it would think you had completely lost your mind. Or worse, it would think you were about to kill something. Today, we are exploring one of the most bizarre behavioral glitches in human evolution. We are going to look at what animals actually see when you laugh, and why humans took the universal biological signal for extreme violence and turned it into a sign of happiness.
Let's start with the problem, because the problem is your face. Look at a wild wolf, a bear, or a chimpanzee. In the animal kingdom, there is a universal language. When a creature pulls back its lips and exposes its teeth, it means one of two things: absolute terror or impending violence. In the wild, teeth are weapons, and you do not expose your weapons unless you are about to use them. But humans? We are the only creatures on Earth dealing with a bizarre biological paradox. When we are at our most relaxed, our most happy, and our most playful, we bare our biological weapons at each other. Think about the math of a laugh. You are staring directly at someone, baring your teeth, and emitting loud, repetitive barks from your chest. To a wild animal, a laughing human looks exactly like an apex predator having a violent panic attack. So how did we evolve this?
The answer changes everything we think we know about human emotion. If you go to a zoo right now and give a massive, toothy smile to a chimpanzee, you are making a terrible mistake. To a chimp, a wide smile with exposed teeth is known as a fear grin. It is a sign of extreme submission and anxiety. If you smile at an alpha male chimpanzee, he doesn't think you're friendly. He thinks you are terrified of him, and he might attack you just to prove it. For millions of years, our early primate ancestors used that same fear grin. But as the human brain grew larger and our ancestors began forming complex cooperative tribes, that grimace of fear slowly mutated.
It started as a survival mechanism. For 300,000 years, your ancestors lived in a terrifying world. Every snap of a twig in the dark could be a leopard. Every rustle in the grass could be a snake. Early humans were constantly on the verge of a panic attack. Evolutionary biologists believe that laughter evolved as the ultimate false alarm. Imagine an ancient human tribe sitting around a campfire, the only 30 feet of light in a pitch-black prehistoric jungle. Suddenly, a bush rustles violently. The entire tribe freezes, hearts pound, adrenaline floods their systems. They bare their teeth in fear. But then, a small rabbit hops out of the bush. It's not a leopard. They aren't going to die. The tribe needed a way to instantly signal to everyone else, cancel the adrenaline, we are safe. That rhythmic gasping sound we call laughter, biologists believe it is literally the sound of relief. It was an ancient, hardwired signal that meant, I thought this was a threat, but it's actually harmless. Which brings us to the most incredible part of this story: your pets. If baring your teeth is a universal sign of aggression, why doesn't your dog run away terrified when you laugh at it? Because dogs did something no other animal in history has ever done. They spent 30,000 years studying us. When early wolves started hanging around human campfires, they had to learn our bizarre, backwards language to survive. Over thousands of generations, dogs actually rewired their own brains to understand that when this specific hairless predator bares its teeth and gasps, it means safety. In fact, dogs are so attuned to this evolutionary glitch that they actually invented their own version of it. When dogs play, they often use a specific play pant, a rhythmic breathing sound that is the canine equivalent of a laugh, signaling to other dogs that their bites are just a game.
It is the ultimate evolutionary irony. We developed a brain so complex that we took the biological symbol for murder and turned it into a symbol for joy. So the next time you laugh until your stomach hurts, just remember, you are running an ancient survival program. You are broadcasting a 300,000-year-old signal that the shadows are empty, the predators are gone, and for this one brief moment, you are safe. If you found this interesting, hit subscribe and let me know below what weird human trait should we explore next. See you in the next one.